I just spent 300 bucks on this brand new Chinese exhaust so you don't have to. Now, yeah, now we gotta wait. So, as you've seen in the last video, my exhaust blew up, and thus I was faced with a challenge. Do I pick the $1,000 Akrapovich with $1 million in R&D exhaust, or do I go the cheap route and just buy a $300 exhaust from AliExpress? Well, from the title of the video, I guess you know which one I chose, but it's not as simple as just the money thing. And let me tell you why. So what's the deal? Are they all bad, or is it just another form of stigmatization? So what are the pros? What are the cons? Well, for one, it's cheap. I've said that a million times, but it's cheap. $300 for a complete exhaust that's welded and looks good enough. It's really good. And also, it's not too loud, it's not too quiet, it's just right. It may not sound as throaty or as deep as the Myth or the Akrapovich, but it's good enough for what I want. So when it comes to the cons, we've got to take into account 3 things. 1, quality of the exhaust itself. 2, fitment of the exhaust and how well it goes with the bike. And 3, politics around the exhaust, which is the most important one. So quality is very hit and miss from my experience. Take the fake Rizomas, for example. The hardware is fucked, it's bad. I had to go buy more bolts that would fit because the one that it came with didn't work. My exhaust, on the other hand, is great. Everything went fine. Let's say you don't believe me, right? Don't take my word for it. Listen to what the American Society for Quality notes. They say that the rapid industrialization and the emphasis on cost reduction often leads to compromises of quality. That's one. Second, listen to the National Highway Traffic of Safety and Administration. There have been a great number of recalls of Chinese manufacturers' automotive parts due to quality issues. So, brake pads, tires, and other critical components. Cross your fingers and 3, 2, 1. So next up I'll put the plastics back on and then I'll get back to the video, because it doesn't make sense to do it all over again when you have the first video in which you saw basically every step. So I'll put them on and then I'll get back to the video. So that's it. The quality is good, the fitment's good, and that should be it, right? Well, no, it's not that simple. There's a huge dark undertone to all of this. For example, China lacks very much in the regard of commercial regulations and human rights regulations. That being said, the International Labour Organization did a report back in 2020 and they found out that still 1% of children in China engage in child labor, which is complete shit and should be avoided at all costs. That's why I needed to make this video and stress about the importance of doing research before buying an exhaust or parts for your car, for your motorcycle, whatever you're buying from China. Because there's this aspect which you should take into account. And I've done my research. I've looked at Teen Top and who they're owned by. It's a huge complicated name. I'll put it up here. Yeah, this is it. This is the name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I've learned that Teen Top is associated with that, and they seem to not be associated with child labor. Thus, I think it was a good decision to buy this, because I've learned through this video that not all Chinese parts, even these mirrors, which had troubles with the hardware, if you get over that, then it's fine. So you have bad stuff and good stuff, just like in every other stuff. I've heard of Leo Vince exhaust which failed from official manufacturer. So if you use your brain and you do some research beforehand, you should be good. There should be no worries, and I'm really happy with the install. The fitment's good, as I've said, and can't wait to ride it. I'll take you along, and I'll put my camera on, and we'll go ride it. So yeah, let's go.